Hey everybody, Steve here from Steve's Garage. Welcome back. It is Monday, not so fun day, but it's Monday. Some of you are working and some of us aren't. But as you can see, I've got the car pulled outside. I always just keep on looking at it and think of a couple final changes. I think of the 20s and the cars you see from the era. And what did they do? Certain ways they did things. And one thing is, a lot of them had wood on the running board. And I think I'm going to add wood to the running board. It's going to be walnut to match the wood surround on the, the wood that I've got in there in the cockpit. But let me show you what's going on, and we'll see if we can get one side complete today. All right, thanks for coming back, and I will show you what's happening here. So, bring the wood out. So on the running boards here, I've got the the raised parts you can see, and I'm thinking about in between putting wood, and you can see my lines on there. These are all going to be cut down, but this is the idea. Oh, that one's flipped over. This is the idea. And you can see my lines there I'm going to cut. And then it would have the wood on the running board. Yes, no, maybe, I don't know yet. A couple minor things that I did screw around with is I took, you can see right here, I took a 1/4 inch out of this rod because it was too long. It was keeping me revving. So now you can see my idle bolt is all the way seated down there. I think it's not focusing on that. There you can see it. Now it's seated. So it was revving high before. Had a little bit of water leaking out of my rebuilt water pump, but this nut was very loose, and I turned it down and tightened it up. Not too tight, but just want to, when you rebuild them, you start, you don't crank it all the way down, is my point, because it's just a pressure fit. There's like a lead, calling it lead, it may not be lead, but it's a soft metal, maybe it's zinc, that's impregnated in a cloth kind of thing, and it wraps around there and gets compressed. Very simplistic. As I've said before, there's no pressure in these systems, so it's just the water gets pumped through, and there's a little impeller in here, pumps similar to an outboard motor, I would think. Also, my oil stick, to check the level of the oil, dipstick, I had, see how it's bent down here, and that was on the outside here, and I was getting a ton of oil blowing out of the hole. Then I figured out, holy shit, I'm supposed to have that closed. So with that closed now, I don't get the blowback, but I just had oil all spattered all over here. Just a few little drops, nothing crazy, but things you learn as you go along, and you're trying to fix it up. One other thing I had an issue with was I had one other, if you remember, I had another oil filter in here. Well, it was just too many oil filters, or not oil, a gas filter, because this is just a gravity flow. It's not from a fuel pump. So this was just keeping the fuel from going down here. And you can see the fuel filter was empty. And so it was sucking fuel faster than it could be delivered. And I took it out, and now I've got no problems. So, you learn as you go along. You try to do things right, maybe overkill, I don't know. And then it bites you in the ass and you fix it. So that's all. So simple stuff. I mean, it's just simple cars, they're easy to work on, and I'm very happy with it. So let's take a look at this. I'm going to take these parts, we'll cut them to the size I want to see them, and we'll see what they look like again. And again, once they're poly, they darken up. I've got the set for the other side already cut. I ripped these on my table saw that's buried in the wilderness over there. And I figured you didn't need to see people cutting boards to length, but I'll show you the detail work. And that's what we're working on now. So here we go. Try to tune you into the action. I'm a little too tuned. Okay. So, what do you think? I'm kind of into it, man. I mean, they're going to be a little darker, obviously. Another blondie blonde right now. I wind up a little bit darker, like that there. I think it fits the era, you know what I mean? Plus it gives us that extra, you want the extra freaking mile, man. That's what we're all about, the extra mile. So I'm going to look a little harder at it, make the other sides, and when we come back, it may or may not be done. But, you know, obviously it's a clean look without them. But, you know, you kind of get that Great Gatsby, I don't know. I'm kind of into it. So, anyway, let me digest that and see what I think. So let's fire it up. I'll put this back here. Exactly what you don't want to have happen. No dings, no dents. Okay guys, well thanks a lot for coming back. You saw her running. One thing I have to do is adjust my idle up a little bit because I just put that rod on and I never adjusted the idle. So I've got to add a little more idle to it. And other than that, we're gonna go trying to get all the kinks and bugs out of it and learn how to drive it a little better. And we're getting good at it. So hey, thanks for coming back. See you on the next one. And please like, subscribe, comment. It means a lot to me, and had a lot of great comments from everybody from the last couple of videos and shorts. And Thank you very much. I appreciate it all, and a lot of great comments. Thanks again, and we'll keep it going. See you soon.